Hi, it's me continuing. As I was saying, we're having a great time on our COVID catch-up program. So, if you find that your child is currently in grade 2, 3, or 4, and they're really struggling, they're struggling with reading, they're struggling with comprehension, and they're struggling with spelling in general, please don't try and force them, and please don't expect them to do it on their own. They do need to go back and develop the things that were missed over the past 2 years during lockdown. The normal routine is that in grade RR, children learn speech. They learn the language of instruction. Grade R, they actually start identifying how the letters sound, the phonics of the language. Grade 1, they take those letters and make 3-letter words, so they learn word building. And by the end of grade 1, they are reading simple readers, but they are reading on their own, they're making sense, they can comprehend what they're reading, and they are ready for something more. In grade 2, we get into the complicated sounds of English, where you have double vowels, double consonants, silent words, things like ch and sh. They're not ready for that if they didn't do the previous word building sessions. And then in grade 3, they still were reading very jerkily, they're still sounding out their letters, they're still sounding out the words, but they are starting to understand, and they are starting to break words down and get the meaning. They're confident. Now, what's happening in many schools is kids are being given lists of words to take home and memorize, and then they're given a reader with those words in it. However, try and test them with a reader that they haven't seen before, and it's no go. They cannot actually work things out, because what's happened is they've been trying to cram what they didn't do, and foundation phase cannot be crammed. Foundation phase is something where the child has to own it. The child has to be confident in what they're doing, and they have to be happy to stand up and do it in front of the class, whatever it is, whether it's reading or whether it's just playing a numbers game, whether it's doing word games, playing bingo. They become very happy in doing things, showing that they have owned the language. Now, here in South Africa, we've chosen to have English as the language of instruction. However, English is not the mother tongue of 95% of our population. We have all the African languages from the different provinces and the different cultures. We have Indians, we have Afrikaners, we even have Cape English. And we have to realize that children are actually learning a completely new language. They're not learning what is spoken at home. And even if English is spoken at home, it's their own version, their own culture's version of English. So foundation phase, to get proper English going so that kids can read textbooks, so that from grade 4 onwards they can start working on their own. You need to actually take foundation phase very seriously and very slowly. As soon as that base is done and there is a foundation, the child will fly. They'll do their own thing, and they will work on their own and prove everybody wrong about the fact that we have a lost generation now due to COVID. There's no lost generation, and none of your children are stupid. They just were never given the time or the chance to sort out the foundation of their language of instruction.